I don't know if the bars fit the bike.
On this episode of American Chopper, their relationship once seemed irrevocably broken.
Terminated.
But now,
Hey.
Senior and Junior have decided to take a big step towards reconciliation.
I really hope to kind of start, getting back into a relationship.
They will do something they have not done in over 4 long years.
You remember this, right?
Oh, yeah.
Build a bike together.
We talked about what kind of bike we were going to do.
And not just any bike. A recreation of the first bike they ever built together.
It's been a long time. I mean, like 10 years since I've seen that bike. Just get it together, right?
Yeah.
While Senior and Junior begin their build on neutral ground, PJD finishes up the Geico Armed Forces bike.
It's important to get your approval.
And the guys at OCC work on the centerpiece for their new restaurant.
Ta-da.
But the question on everyone's mind, did Junior and Senior finally put their ugly past behind them?
Give me a call. Let me know.
You're the most disrespectful person. And so are you. Are you out of your mind? When is it going to stop? Here we go. That's what I want. Do it. You're going to bury this company. You're terminated. But it's about time.
It's important to move on.
Yeah.
Underneath this is where it all started.
And now, we're going to rebuild it. Special delivery. So today's the first day of assembly for the Geico Armed Forces bike. The blue frame looks amazing. Real rich blue, nice and deep, real serious. We were able to get the trees on there, chrome front end, and I'm really happy with the progress. Code's knocking out the wiring, and so we're off to the races.
Got that?
Yeah. All right, bye. I got the motor and trans in, got the swing arm on. Careful. We're moving along well, but we're going to really be relying heavily on vendors getting stuff back to us. It's a little nerve-wracking, especially since we don't even have all our chrome back yet. And Nub's got to paint over it. Hopefully each day we'll get a little bit more, and we'll get this thing done before it has to be unveiled. That looks really good, man.
Back on our cafe bike, we're working on some handlebars. Jason's pretty much got a design drawn up. We're probably gonna have to defer from that a little bit, just to get the hand controls and everything to fit properly in that. But pretty much we'll do them similar to that.
There you go. Look just like them.
You know I'm going to go on my right?
No, you're not.
I have a lot invested in what this bike's going to look like because it's going to be the centerpiece for the first Orange County Chopper Cafe that we're building right here in our building. They're actually perfect for this.
Yeah.
How do they look? And thus far, everything's really flowing nice. And when I was sitting in the office, I noticed that they were putting the bars on there that Rick made.
I just don't want them to be level. I'm going to pitch them down just a little bit.
But they just didn't look right. I got to say something. I don't know if I'm crazy about them bars.
That's what he said he wanted to make.
I'll tell you how I feel, all right? The bike is really nice, And I just don't... I don't know if the bars fit the bike.
I would much rather prefer making something else other than what he has on the drawing.
Well, you know what? I'm glad that you're in agreement with me because look how nice the bike is. You need something really to enhance the rest of the bike. Yeah, this bike was going to be a concept bike. We were going to do a limited edition of these bikes. And, me and Jason designed the bike, and the bars that we were going to put on there were actually more functional, but they don't really go with the flow of the bike. So I let Mike and Rick take a stab at something more to my liking.
That's more like bad. That's more of a buckhorn.
Here's the deal, okay? That's better, or do we want to do something trick?
Well, you want to make it rideable. We're using Harley hand controls, and we want it to be a fully streetable, comfortable, rideable bike.
Which it's not going to be.
Why?
Because it's not going to be ridden. Let me just say something so you know, okay? Each restaurant that we build is going to have a bike.
Correct.
And when people come to the restaurant, they're going to say, you got to see that bike. So that's the reason why I don't want the bike ridden, because you want the bike pristine, always. You know what I mean? You want it clean, you want it immaculate, you don't want dents on it. You know, if you rode this bike and the exhaust changed, before I put it back out there, I'll redo the exhaust. So in reality, you want people to look at it and say, that thing is cool. We basically decided the bike is built for the restaurant and it should stay in there. So, you know, it's not really going to be ridden. So we brought, you know, Jim out there. The bike's beautiful.
Okay.
I don't like the bars. Now, the bike's tricked out, so we're trying to figure out a way to trick out the bars. I don't really know in my mind.
I mean,
other than
I can make a full billet handlebar base that we can just weld ends in. So if you want me to make a whole bar that's like kind of tribal-ish coming back with the scallop cuts, I can do that and then make a riser to mount into that other triple tree. If you make something completely 3D, machined aluminum, then it goes on there. We can remachine off stuff and just make it really cool. This bike has a lot of cool machined struts and air cleaner cover, things that we're gonna remachine black powder coat off to get a two-tone look. And I suggested we just try something like that with the handlebars.
You got no problem doing like a machine relief afterwards or anything like that?
No, that was the whole idea, that we had to do that. Got together with Jason and we're making something that's very similar to the struts that we have there. When you double it over on itself, I just commented that it looked like almost like a bow and arrow, like a real cool bow. Have some nice remachined off edges to put some sharpness to it. And it'll be a real cool piece on the bike.
It's crazy, man. It's so crazy. It hurts to look at it.
So today I'm just heading up to my father's to kind of fine-tune what it is that we're doing as far as the project goes. I'll be honest with you, for me, I mean, we're doing the bike, but it's really not about the bike. So whatever direction he wants to go, I'm really in this thing to get it done and to really see if we can work together. Hey.
What's up, dude?
What's going on?
Not much. You lose weight? You lose some weight?
Yeah, I lost a lot of weight. Maybe like 30 pounds.
Did you really?
I'm like 200 pounds.
I lost 70.
Did you?
Last time when Paul was up here, we talked about what kind of bike we were going to do, and he was more or less going towards kind of redoing a stock Harley, an older one, which I thought was pretty cool. I just throw this out there, but you remember this, right?
Oh, yeah.
Bet you didn't think I had these pictures, huh?
You probably got a lot of these old pictures, no?
I have them all. The silver bike, remember the silver bike, the green bike?
Yeah.
But, you know, I gave it some thought, and I think what I'd like to do is kind of redo the first bike that we did together.
So what do you think? You want to rebuild this one or something like it, or?
I think something like it. I mean, we don't have to do identical.
Yeah, my father brought out some pictures of a bike that we built together, which was my bike that years ago we sold to try and keep the business afloat. And it's been a long time. I mean, like 10 years since I've seen that bike. And so it did bring back some memories, which is nice. And, you know, I think it's a nice gesture on his part to say, hey, you know, let's kind of rebuild this since we had to give it away so long ago.
That was a nice bike. I'd definitely make some changes on it, but it was, you know, especially back then, you know?
Okay.
You know, I think that when me and Paul did that project, life was a little bit calmer then. There was no show. I don't know if you like it, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it's cool. Maybe the bike's a little dated, so maybe we could upgrade it a little bit.
Yeah. We didn't have really much more than a grinder and a welder at the time, but it really came out nice. It looked like an error-correct chopper, pretty much typical old school. I can get 90% of what we need to build from.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And then, you know, maybe we want to cut a tank in half. Maybe we want to put a Sportster tank on there. Maybe we want to do a flat fender the way we did and put the little plate in there.
I'm down with whatever you want to do. You know what? That's that's more in the range of your expertise. I think it'll be cool. I hope to have some fun with this build. I really hope to kind of start, you know, getting back into a relationship situation with my father. So it really isn't about the build as much as it is about spending some time together and see how things work out.
Because I do this, I mean, I have downstairs and I have a lot of this style bike that we're talking about, so I can get most of it. I have to see if I got a frame. I may not have a frame, but if not,
you could probably just order a Petko frame or whatever you want.
Yeah, to me, it's a great idea. Maybe we'll put some late model stuff incorporated in the bike. I mean, even maybe change it around quite a bit. But I think the whole purpose of it is to kind of recreate maybe that feeling and idea, and hopefully it works.
Whatever it costs, we'll split it down the middle, and then I'll come up and we'll just start going on it. Just get it together, right?
Yeah.
And if you need anything, call me. If you know, because I might have access to some things.
Okay. Yeah.
You know.
Well, we'll play it by ear. Well, I'll get what I can get. We'll put it here. If we decide we don't want to use it, then you can. If you want something different, then you can go get it. Whatever you want to do.
So, but you're going to put it in motion as far as parts and everything. Okay. Perfect. All right.
I got it.
Give me a call. Let me know.
Clear.
He used that one radius for that big radius last time he made a set of pipes. I don't know if there's still one over there.
We're back working on a cafe bike today, and I want to figure out really what we want to do with the exhaust. Kind of exhaust Jason drew. It's kind of funky. It just kind of twists around and has other contours to it, and it's a 2 individual pipes. So I'll start working on that and hopefully get all the pieces twisted and bent and everything, and see how she goes. This is going to be a ridiculous burn your leg exhaust. It's going to be so wide right here where your legs are going to go. You're going to be 2 pipes side by side.
Yeah, otherwise if you make them short, it's going to blow on your leg. I saw that when Tommy made it.
It's like it's longer here than it is on here.
Right.
And there's this. He never thinks of the width and putting your legs down. You know, Jason has designed some interesting bikes, but sometimes design and function just tend to collide here to lift. So we just have to make some adjustments just to make the actual concept fit the bike. Pretty much, you know, I made the whole exhaust just really out of pieces that we had here instead of trying to bend some pieces, just because the different sizes that he used we don't have dies for, so it was just easier to make it all out of pieces. All right. Ta-da.
So I think we can get the exhaust on. We can get at least the exhaust that the tips we don't have yet, but we can get it routed up forward now that the oil lines are on and everything. Yeah, so today we're back to assembly on the Geico Armed Forces bike. We still got a ways to go, but there's some things we really want to accomplish today. You know, the exhaust is looking amazing. We chromed it. It looks really sick. For this one, the exhaust actually goes forward instead of back. We mounted our box on the down tube, and we're still waiting for some more pieces, but there's going to actually be 5 pieces of pipe that are coming out each side of the down tube, each side representing the 5 branches of the military. Yeah, you know, this bike's going to sound crazy. I mean, and the noise is going to be up in front of you. And it's going to be kind of going out to both sides of the bike. So it should sound amazing, but I think it's going to look even better.
You love that thing on there. That looks so good against that blue.
I know, that blue's nice with chrome. The blue and chrome is amazing. I mean, that dark blue with the chrome, it really gets set off. And, you know, this is such an important project to us. We have a huge opportunity to pay our respects to all 5 branches of the military, and it's just going to be a huge honor. So we're taking it very seriously, and I couldn't be more happy with the way the bike's coming out.
Hold your finger over it so it builds pressure. Good. Good. Cool. Golden. I'm a happy guy.
Better. There you go. I feel like you're a Cooper PD.
Close. The airbag assembly on this bike is very similar to the one we ran on the Cadillac bike. It's basically an airbag with a pump and a solenoid. You know, you pump it up, then you drop it on the solenoid. So gives you the opportunity to show the bike on the ground. Gives you a lot more travel, and it gives you the ability to go up and down with it.
That's good. I think with the seat on, you can move it, but just a little, you know. Yeah, tomorrow's a big day. We have a lot to do. I think right out of the gate, we'll get the wheels on. I'll feel better once we get to that point. And then the handlebars will be here. We'll start wiring them up. Really, the wheels and handlebars, and then the tins, and then we're close. So, you know, we should get a lot done tomorrow, but we're going to have a long day.
Rick!
I hear something?
And Mikey, both of you, get in here.
Thank you.
We want to show you.
What you got?
This is the first bike that I built with Paul.
Yeah?
So we're building a bike up in the garage. Did you know? At my house.
I heard about it.
Okay. That's the bike that we built. Pretty far back.